Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Shadow Constructions and having a great day at this. Wow, I cannot talk today. It's been a minute. So, last time we left off on, well, me finishing up this little project over here. Let me just fly on over. And how it was, this looks so good. I haven't seen it for 2 weeks. Well, about a week and a half. Because what ended up happening was the issues I was having with my computer exemplary, exhumed, it went crazy. It started happening a lot more often. Took my computer in. They had it for like a week and a half, a week. I keep saying week and a half for some reason, but it felt that long. So they had it for a week and they did tests on it. Managed to replicate it once. Think they might have found the issue, but that's all besides the point. It's working for right now, so we're going to be recording some more episodes. So, as I was doing this last time, we do still need to work on this pathway a bit to kind of bring it in to feeling like this is a big rock slash like rock slide where it's like stuff, it just is like worn down over time from water and everything else. I know it doesn't look exactly like that. I love the look of it. I don't know why. I love it. But, so that's what we're going to have to do with that. And then also we're going to be needing to start to dig out a lot more materials because I had a fun idea to where I'm going to need so much stone and everything because I was like, okay, I really like the look of this. I don't want everything to look like this, but I want it to look like that rocks and stuff fell over onto this path. I went, okay, how do I represent that? So the way I'm looking at representing that is I'm actually, when I build out the mountain around, I'm actually going to have this be the outer section. So like it'll have it like going up in spikes with like this being the base of it and then it going up through colors. So when I had that idea, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm going to need so much stone of every type. It's not even funny to make this work. So I'm like, okay. We're actually gonna need to kill some withers. We're gonna need some actual beacons so I can mine as efficiently as possible. So that's one thing we're gonna be doing today. We're gonna I found what I believe is a good like little wither farm, not wither farm, but like an area where you can kill withers super easily to collect beacons. And then, so once we collect the beacons, we're then going to go ahead and work on getting that pathway completed. Just a little bit more terraforming. I'm also going to touch up the terraforming up there as well to bring that actually into a complete area. And then I think we're going to finish off with getting the doorway started to be prepped up to make sure we have the correct entrance. So those are the 3 things I'm wanting to work on today. Let's see how far we can get in with that. You know, a little bit of terraforming, a little bit of building, and then a little bit of preparation for our farm. Let's go ahead and see how we can get that all broken down. So we're going to be heading over to knock out that the wither first. I have like 15 skulls right here. That's 5 beacons or 1 super beacon. I don't remember how they exactly go, but it'll be good enough for what we will be needing right now. I do need to really fix my wither farm because it is super broken, but it's still working, just very slowly. So let's go ahead and head on off to the end so I can try to replicate this farm that I am talking. And welcome to the end. As I was saying before, now we just need to go ahead and do our slight little digging and we can have the way this works is very simple. So you can't destroy these blocks, and the wither can't destroy these for obsidian. So you actually set it up so you lay out your sand in this manner, and then you stick the blocks, the heads right here. And I haven't done this yet, so I don't know if this has been patched out or anything. But it should spawn into the roof to where A, it'll start suffocating, and then B, you can just walk up and hit it without it being able to retaliate. So let's see if this will work. And looks like it is, but let's back away first. So let it go boom. And there we go. Super easy way to kill the wither. Going to be using this method to farm out stuff from now on, unless there might be an automatic type of farm, but I need to improve my wither skull efficiency heads first. So, you know, there is that. But we're going to go ahead and farm out all the stars that I currently have, so 4 more. So give me one moment and we'll be right back after that. Alrighty then, and welcome back. We now have our 5 beacons here, which are super awesome looking. Let me look at these babies. Beautiful. They are beautiful. So, now, what I am going... Didn't realize they make that noise every time. What I am going to go ahead and do is, in order to actually make my walkway and also just for supplies for the future, I need to do so much mining right now. Because I am out of cobblestone, stone, and deep slate. I am out of all 3 of those things, and andesite, and tough. So, yeah, no, tough. I have plenty of that. I have some deep slate, but it's not much. No andesite. Plenty of that. But really don't use that much. No cobblestone. And, well, I have a decent amount of stone. But I need to recharge my cobblestone a lot. I need to really finish setting up my automatic dispensing device, but we're going to ignore that for just a wee longer. So, we need to go ahead and get those set up right now because, well, not those set up right now, but I need to go in and farm for just materials. I'm running criminally low on so much. I need to set up a 5-stack beacon so I get efficiency 3, health regeneration, all the good stuff so I don't have to worry about anything. And basically, I've had a fun idea, so this is, I'm eventually, and I need to do this soon, where some of these minecarts are going, I want to make a super furnace up here. So, you know, I've cleared out a decent chunk of room right now. I'm like, okay, this looks pretty good. I'm liking where this is going, but I was like, okay. And in the back of my mind, it would look so cool if this was like, the super furnace looked like it went down to like the depths and like you could just look down and see it with like black concrete lining the walls and like you just see lava all the way down at the bottom and that's where like the heat is rising, so it's like a geothermal super furnace. Idea's kind of stuck in my head, so that's what I'm gonna run with, which I don't know what I'm gonna do with that just yet. Probably leave it alone for right now, but that means we gotta set up a huge beacon, and there we go. Now we have our haste and everything beacon. I do need to look up why you would have a 6th slot on the beacon, because this does give you 2 for everything, but maybe having the 6th beacon will make it so that it has like haste 3 and everything. I'm not sure. Gonna double check that. But now I have full buffs for everything for me to be able to go and mine out that area to get ourselves some materials. Now we're going to go ahead and see how much I'm going to mine here in just a moment. I'm not sure, but we will be able to see together. And cue super fast clear mode. And we are back from that super fast clear mode. ran into some, let's call it some slight issues when we're going through everything on that. Because, well, I forgot my mine interest was right below that. So we're going to have to do some shenanigans and things to get that correctly righted. And I just realized I had my volume off. All right, there we go. So what I mean by this in the, like, I have some stuff that's just beneath it. So I can't go too far in this direction because that's actually where all my storage and everything is at, where my automatic sorting system, which I still need to finish the automatic sorting system to send it into literally this room for all my minerals and stuff. Definitely not procrastinated on that one. But regardless, there is the issue of, yeah, right here. So I'm probably gonna have to like cut the room like right through here and then take the rest down even further. Ooh, wait, is that gonna run into yeah, okay. So actually then what I'm gonna have to do is I'm gonna start trying to play with maybe I guess I won't be able to do that idea just yet, at least not with this super furnace. So this one I'll just have to decorate the walls and everything for then, because yeah, with all my other farms and stuff being right below this, my idea from before unfortunately doesn't work. That happens. We're gonna come up with a new idea for it, but that's all besides the point. So now that we have actually some materials again, because holy crap, I did also do some mining just straight off, so for some wrong chest. See, like I did some deep slate, got a lot more andesite, you know, lots of cobble. Didn't need any stone, so didn't worry about it. We have all that stuff now ready and raring to go. So now, kind of need to work on getting this pathway finished out over here. So what I was thinking that we should go ahead and do is, I'm thinking of keeping some of like the dirt and stuff on this side, like have some grass, some of it's like packed mud, and then it transitions into some like mossy cobblestone coming up over here. So we have a nice little transition of this, and also just have like a wooden path over some of the area to make it like so the path has been built on top of this situation. So that's kind of what I'm thinking about doing with the path. Just replacing some of this with mossy, like some of this with mossy cobblestone. Like this would just be all mossy cobblestone, and then when you come back wrap around here, there's the wooden path, probably like actually since you're doing step up, so the wooden path is actually helping you support stuff, and like there'll be mossy cobblestone over there, and some of these will be replaced with it to kind of bring this like, oh, this has been sitting here for a while look. And so it's going to be a mixture of some mossy cobblestone, maybe some tuff, and some other blocks. I need to play with this a little bit before I can fully start the build. But you don't have to wait for me to play with it some, because you're just going to be able to see everything right away. So we're going to go ahead and hit that super fast. Well, like, let's call some else. So it's not super fast build mode, but like, I guess I'm just going to go ahead and just knock out some terraforming. And see everybody in a minute. Okay, so we were going to be doing a super fast build mode, but I've actually kind of decided to try a little bit of editing magic over here and try something a little bit new. So right now what you're seeing me do is I'm actually going through and clearing out the right side of the pathways. Well, the right and left side. I've already done the right a little bit. Didn't record that. Oopsie. That's a whoopsie doopsie on my side. So, but right now what I'm doing is clearing out all the pathways so that I can go ahead and start putting in the other blocks that as needed to make this much more of a more textured area. So as you can kind of see on the screen right now, I actually have the dirt pathways, the 2x2, which I actually felt like made a lot more sense because this is the area people are walking up and down on this. And then on the outer side of the pathways, you kind of see where I am blending in a lot more of the darker textures along into the lighter side of everything here. So we're actually getting into some of the block placements right now. As you can see, I'm using some cobblestone tuff and andesite here, and the lighter grays are actually the some dead coral, which looks super good as like a textured rock. I was really surprised. I kind of stumbled upon those on accident, so I was really happy with how that all turned out. And once we are done placing some of these down, we will actually be going through and there we go. We went and transition right on over. Thank you, myself. We are now doing some mossy cobblestone along the tops of the area and along the sides to kind of show that this is aged up a bit. And also, we are going to be bringing it down the front side of this path as well to just bring actual color in from a distance. I think this looks really good, but we're going to back up here right now. And here we have it. Here is our completed stairs. I went ahead and, trying a little bit of experimenting with my editing, seeing how that works out. I think it's all right, but that's all besides the point. We're going to actually get back straight to this build now that it's been detailed out a bit more. I think it is coming to life so much more than it was before, because now you actually have all these different textures playing into it. You have this green area in it, just like all the way up and down it, that makes it so much more appealing to the eye. Like, you look at it and now it doesn't look like a weird path is standing there. So I really, really love how this has turned out, especially when you're looking at it from a distance. Because you get, again, that really does just look like it's an area that's slowly been overgrown. And it's partially falling apart, but it is still working as a path. I really like how this looks. I hate how much extra detail I put into it, because I'm going to have to do the same thing when I connect it up over here. But that... As I was detailing this, I'm going, that is Future Shadow's problem. Future Shadow here. This is still Future Shadow's problem. So, yeah, what we're going to go ahead and do is, so, I'm thinking of, in the next episode, because there's no way I'm going to be able to get to it in this one, unfortunately. So, in the next episode, I'm going to bring this section over to here, and connect it up with that wall, and then start building out my actual main entrance tunnel underneath that. So it has all this, like, it all comes together and is connected. And that will build the tunnel straight through this mountain, which then will allow me so much more access in and out. And I do also still need to detail up that area right there. I'm kind of tossing some things around. But I think a big thing that we do need to detail up right now is this section right here. So I need to somehow work on bringing this down. Maybe I really kind of want to turn this into a hot tub area with like campfires underneath to have the smoke rising. Because I think that would be fun, is to have like a pathway down here where... Ooh, how am I? This is definitely gonna have to turn into like a doorway or something that's like sectioned off for this underside, and then have a actual pathway that wraps up around like out here. So I have like a pathway wrapping around out here, and then maybe bring down some actual like stone or some more that that color thing, bring that down a little bit, or maybe bring some wood back in here so that like this is a step up and it's like a little shack that's separate. And we're gonna bring that down and bring that over here where we're gonna have a little hot tub area where you can sit out and enjoy the view. Maybe make some sitting area, and maybe not a custom tree. This area is gonna stay pretty clean. But this will like level down about right here. So we're gonna go ahead and get to terraforming this last spot for our last little build of the day. And this entire area is coming together so well. Oh my gosh, I remember when you used to, just like in our beginning episodes, and when I first built this, I built this for this reason. So I can look out and see the world change as I do more stuff with it. Uh, I have broken the minecarts on accident. Did that during, while I was AFK. I'll have to fix those again, eventually. Alright, let's go ahead and get into building out this little hot tub zone right here. Let's go. And welcome back from super fast build mode. So let's go ahead and explain a little bit of this pathway that I've went ahead and started making. So as you can probably know, these are all just temporary blocks right through here. The big reason I wanted to do this type of path, well, not this type of pathway, but a big reason is during when I was bringing everything down, so it would look a bit more like the mountain goes up into the into my build. Is I was having to make the pathway. I'm going, okay, I don't actually have an idea for the pathway just yet, but I want to know where it's at while I'm doing all of the terrain building. I can't remember what it's called right now for some reason. Drawing a huge blank on this one. But I wanted to at least like get the pathway down and to where it's at, as well as like get the terrain to feel like it's the correct type of build on this. I didn't finish all of it. There's still this section over here, but that's because it's going to be part of this wider section of the mountain. So I actually went ahead and, as you saw on there, I built out this pathway right through here. Now, what I'm planning to do with this pathway through here is this will actually become part of my mountain, the entire mountain pass that's like surrounding this entire area. That's why you haven't see it going all the way out to over here. So this will be like the very first stop on the mountain for where I'm going to build my first tower is over here. Probably like right around here someplace. But then that's going to bring it back around and over this way to make this like very large circular area. And we are currently doing this one portion at a time, because if I tried to do a full mountain all at once, I would go bonky. Yes, that. I would go crazy, because it takes a lot of time to then go through and build out each section to make it feel like it is part of a mountain. So that's going to be part of a future thing, is to bring all this in together to feel it more like it is part of this full mountain. And that will include like this section through here, because they'll probably like have to like build in over to here. I really need to lay some stuff out to try to figure this out, because it's going to be on both sides. So I think maybe like just connect this section to there and then start bringing it down from here and having them connecting up. Again, this is going to take a lot of experimentation to get a decent flow in place for this section of the build. But I wanted to start getting at least the rough outline of where my pathway, the road through this build, will be at. And so that's where a lot of that's coming from. Just need to build a little hut right here, so that we have like this little separate house that you walk into for all the honey. But I will say, I do like how it's already turned out because now it's no longer just a sheer cliff up there and it feels much more gradual, especially from a distance. When you're up close like that, it feels, I notice every little flaw, but when you look at it from a distance, like right now, it looks really good. I really like how this is turning out. I really do think this is starting to look really, really good. So, yeah, I think that's everything I'm able to do for today. But we will be getting back at to this. Well, not at this, but we're probably going to be knocking out, bringing this section over to here and doing my doors on the entrance and exit to the kingdom, or into the city, not kingdom. that's that's a lot bigger of a build. So we're going to be working on that the next episode, and then I will start probably a little bit every episode trying to bring that mountain into place, like a little bit at a time, so that I'm not sitting there grinding on that for 3 to 4 weeks to get it correct. So that's going to be the little bit of the plan next time, is to bring this over here and have it being an overhang for my doors and in my entrance area that will be like right around here. So that's what we're gonna have planned next time. If anyone likes this stuff, please go ahead and subscribe, like, comment. Everything is helpful. I hope everybody's having a great day. This is Shadow. Peace out. I throw a peace sign at the screen every time, but I'm not recording myself like that. Bye.